Over the years, I've invested in many things, including gold, art, stocks, and crypto. But one of the best investments I've ever made was back in 2018 when I bought a course on how to create KDP, no content and low content books. If you're not familiar with those are things like notebooks, journals, coloring books, and activity books that you can self-publish on Amazon. Now, that course cost me $99, which led me to self-publishing these books and selling over 77,000 books since then, and bringing in over 148,000 US dollars in income, which equates to around 148,000% return, which I think you'll agree is pretty good. But it just goes to show you the old saying, the more you learn, the more you earn. But what I've also found is the more you earn, the more you learn. And I found that over the years, I've taken more and more courses. And I think over 2022, I've spent about $6,000 on courses. But what I want to do today is share with you my top 7 courses, which I think you would find useful if you are interested in making money online, creating an online business, or even just building a second income or side hustle. So I'll tell you why I took these courses and why I picked them as one of my top 7. Now, if you've not been to the channel before, then welcome. My name's Paul Marles. I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it. And that's your money I'm talking about. If you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell. Okay, so here in Google Keep, I keep a list of all courses that I take. Now, Google Keep is absolutely free, and it's a great place for storing things like links to courses, links to books that you've read, and so on. So the first course we're going to look at is this one called Wi-Fi Money Machine. Now, this centers around building and creating an online business, and this course is great for people who are beginners and those that are intermediate levels of building a business online. Now, it's not cheap. I think I bought the essential version, which was $497. Now, this has a lot of modules, all different sections, and it goes through the process of creating content, marketing content, and selling content. And it also has a number of live sessions that they recorded and interviews with other online entrepreneurs as well. So this is quite a long course. It's very comprehensive, but very useful indeed. And they also have lots of useful templates and also a kind of workspace that you can use in a piece of software called Notion that you can use to track all your content creation and all your marketing and all your sale processes that you go through. So if you are a beginner or intermediate at building a business online, then I would thoroughly recommend this. Now, the next one was this course here called Vector Illustration for Film. And I bought this from a platform called Domestika. Now, Domestika is very similar to Udemy. It's a collection of lots of different online courses that you pay for individually. And most of the courses on Domestika seem to be around that 15 to 20 US dollar mark, and are mostly courses centered around creativity and content creation, including writing, illustration, videography, and marketing. But this particular course I found useful, especially in relation to creating KDP books for Amazon. The reason being is that it's a course that centers around creating a poster for a film. Now, I find courses like this particularly useful because you have that end goal and you go through all the process of sort of problem solving and working how to get to that end goal using the course as a kind of prompt to get you there. And it covers using vector editing software. In particular, it goes through how to use Adobe Illustrator, goes through composition, and it goes through color selection. Again, very useful if you are creating KDP books for the cover designs, but it's also useful if you are creating things like infographics for Pinterest or a blog that you own, for Instagram, and things like thumbnail designs if you've got a YouTube channel. Next is this one here called Asana for bloggers. Now, what is Asana? Well, it's this task management task, reminder, project management software. You've got these different workspaces you can set up. Here I've got workspaces, personal, marketing, YouTube, editorial, calendar, and you can list your tasks. You can have them set out as a Kanban board and you can move these around. What I find particularly useful, if you click on one, you've got this description area, so you can write quite a lot of content per board, but also you can link to files on your computer, Dropbox, or what I do, Google Drive, which I find immensely useful. So you can use this for a variety of projects or tasks that you have. And the beauty of Asana is the basic functioning version is absolutely free. And this course takes you step by step how to set it up, how to use it, particularly for an online business. Now, the next course is this one here called Building a Second Brain, which you may have heard of. Now, as content creators, building an online business, you find yourself consuming a lot of content from lots of different sources. Could be books, YouTube, blogs, articles. And the problem is it can get very disorganized and overwhelming with all this information. And the idea behind this course is to collect all your information, organize it, process it, and have it in a form and a place where you can easily consume it and use it to create further content of your own. Now, this is a cohort course, which means it has live lectures, you have mentors, and you also interact with other people on your course. So it's a great way of learning if you like those types of methods. Some people don't. Some people just prefer to have a static course where they learn in their own time. The reason why I like cohort courses is that it actually forces me to take the course, because you have to watch those live presentations. Although you can watch them after they've been recorded, but it does encourage me to actually take the course, because I am one of those people, similar to buying books. I buy lots of books, I buy lots of courses, and some I just don't get round to actually watching or taking, sometimes for years afterwards. Now, this course isn't cheap. You can do the basic foundation course of $499, or you have this other option, which is nearly just under $2,000 per year, which gives you access to the 5 live cohort courses per year. Now, Tiago Forte, who devised and runs this course, has recently published a book called Building a Second Brain. So if you are interested in something like this, it may be worthwhile just investing a small amount in the book and seeing what it's all about in the first place. Now, the next course I recommend is this one here called Ship 30 for 30. Now, if you are, again, running an online business, are a content creator, the foundation of a lot of content, whether it's a blog, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a podcast, is writing. So I took this because I wanted to improve my writing. And the beauty about this course is that it's a 30-day course. Again, it's a cohort course, so you get live presentations, you have a community who you can interact with and who can give feedback on your writing. But it forces you to create a piece of content a day for 30 days and publish it on Twitter and LinkedIn. So it's a great way of building that writing habit, getting feedback on your writing, and therefore also improving your writing. Now, this course is also not cheap. It's $699 to do one cohort. They run about 4 cohorts per year. But I think it's excellent. I think it's worth the money. The presentations are superb. Their newsletter is superb. And they provide lots of very useful templates for creating your own content, which makes the whole content process a lot easier. And just looking here from when I took the course, they did 8 live sessions over that 30-day period. Next up is this course called Master YouTube by a very popular YouTube called Matt Diavella. Now, the reason why I liked this course in particular was because it's centered more around the storytelling aspect of YouTube and also the videography aspect of YouTube, and not so much around the SEO aspect, the search engine optimization aspect, which is things like use of keywords, analyzing your data and tags. It does go into that a little bit, but it is more centered around the storytelling and videography. Okay, next we come on to this course here called Sketchnoting 101. What are sketch notes? Well, they are these simple, often lined images that you create, often for things like infographics, to use on teaching resources, especially things like videos, YouTube. You may have seen sort of these sketch notes on things like whiteboard videos on YouTube. But these types of images I found also very good for things like book covers. So for your KDP, no content, low content, medium content books, they're very good for illustrating the covers as well. But they're also great if you are doing things like Instagram, you've got your blog, you are creating images, graphics for your business, thumbnails for your YouTube channel. And this I thoroughly recommend and has a lot of useful links to other resources as well. And again, it's something that can just increase your skills on things like image editing software, increase your graphic design skills, which are all very useful, very important if you are running an online business. Now, if you've not taken many courses before, or you're looking for a cheaper option, one thing I can suggest is Skillshare. Very similar to Domestika that we've just looked at. However, Skillshare is just a one yearly subscription, might be a monthly subscription. I think I pay around $107 or $110 per year. And there are so many courses here, again, centered around creative arts, creating content online, writing and marketing. And you find lots of popular online entrepreneurs, particularly YouTubers, do have courses on Skillshare that you can take. So if you are looking to dip your toe into the water of taking some online courses, this may be something you could look at. I'm not 100% certain, if you do subscribe, you might get your first month free, so you could go ahead and watch some courses. But I find this useful for learning about videography, YouTube, and learning vector editing software, in particular Adobe Illustrator, and Final Cut Pro as well. Now, if you are a complete beginner to online business, creating no content, low content books, journals to publish on Amazon, then I suggest watching this KDP book tutorials playlist next, where I go through the whole process of building a business, creating and publishing books on Amazon. Thank you very much for your time. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, goodbye.